everyone, 1SmolPot8o here with a quick reminder. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share our video around and check our Patreon down below in the description. Now let's get back to the video. Hi everybody, 1SmolPot8o here with another episode of Minecraft. So today the key things we're going to be doing is we're going to try to make all of these runes, which means the rune of mana is expensive as fuck, and we don't have any ender pearls. That's going to be a trick. We're going to try to get all of the runes save for the mana rune, I'm guessing. So depending upon how that goes. I say I'm guessing because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get the mana pearl or not. It's going to be an interesting guess. We might actually have a mana pearl somewhere, an ender pearl somewhere. But for the meantime, what we're going to be making is we're going to try to make the rune of fire and the rune of air. And we're going to keep an eye out for the rune of earth as we mine for diamonds. So what else do we need for the rune of air? So we need spider string and white carpet. Not sure if it specifically has to be white carpet or not, but we're going to check. Just to be safe, I'm going to go shear some white sheep that are nearby. Unless they've moved. I hope they haven't moved. I don't think that they would have moved. I also don't think normal sheep despawn. Maybe. I keep hearing this enderman. I heard the enderman at the end of the last episode since I've been terraforming the back of my house. To try to accommodate for the mystical agriculture as well as other mods that will come into play eventually. Because I feel like we've got some other mods we haven't even touched on yet. Which will be interesting to do. And where's the sheep? There's the sheep. There's our sheep. There's both of our sheep. So I'm gonna shear this guy. So our sheep wandered pretty far. It's still actually kind of miffed that these trees aren't growing. Please grow. Like, look at this. I've given it so much space and it's still not growing. I don't know if it's just the glitch that they haven't fixed with this pack or not. With the mod that has the I'm pretty sure it's the cherry tree. So the biomes will go. I wish they did fix that though, because I really like those trees a lot. And it makes me kind of nervous to cut down other trees from that pack because I'm not sure if they'll grow or not. Because I could collect a bunch of trees and have a pretty colorful forest, but it won't be a pretty colorful forest if the trees don't grow. Because I wanted to incorporate more of those pink trees so we had different shades than just kind of Easter colors here. Because, man, we've really gotten I don't know. It makes me think of spring with how the pastel they are, which is not a bad thing. But it also I don't want my place to say springtime. I want it to say magical, colorful forest. Which in some cases with my house it does, in other cases it also still feels like spring. It's supposed to be Easter. This is not Easter time. Right, it's the carp, right, it gives me... I forgot it gives me slabs if I'm not careful. I don't know what gives slabs, but I don't like it. Okay. So there's that. Let's toss the arrows, because I don't use a bow. Yet. I don't use a bow yet. I will. I'm not keen on using one at the moment. I'm not keen on using them at the moment, so... throw this in. Or I could just miss. Throw this in. You have to be right up on it. I always feel like I could just stand right here and toss it in, but you have to be right up on it. Okay, so that. What else are we missing? The ingot and the powder. Let's just toss this here, because I want this to start charging, considering we're gonna need to make the Rune of Magic, and the Rune of Mana, not the Friendship is Magic. The Rune of Mana is very expensive. So I am going to need steel, and I'm going to need redstone powder. At least it makes 3 runes, but it's still, that's really expensive in terms of making all that. Do we have any... We can look for ender pearls while we do this real quick. 1 iron, redstone, any ender pearls? Please? No. Well, that sucks. No ender pearls. So I need to make myself another iron pickaxe. I always say iron pick sounds weird to me. Just because I don't think of the pickaxe. If you say iron pick, just... Well, looks like we're gonna have to keep an eye out for Enderman, though. Really thought we had a mana pearl. We had an ender pearl. We'll either have to go dungeon. There's another way we can get it. We don't have to wait for an Enderman. We don't have to wait 6 million years. We could also essentially delve into a dungeon for it, but I'm not too keen on it because a dungeon's going to be very hard and I need diamond armor to do that. Believe me, you will see how hard it is when we eventually delve in there with and even with diamond armor, it might be a little bit hard. With diamond armor as well as a diamond sword. Oh, it already had powder. It had power. Whew. Power. Let's look. Oh, well, it ran out. No, oh man, it's got a lot. The mana, I forgot the mana spreader actually holds mana. So it actually has a lot. It should have enough to power this thing. Sweet. So then the only thing we have left to worry about is earth and fire. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for, infused stone. Okay, so stone also works. Stone also works. I think we'll probably just need a mushroom and to make a block of coal. Which will be no trouble at all. Just gotta wait for this rune to finish first, because I don't want to leave and then come back and find out that the rune didn't finish. Because I stepped away too far. I'm not familiar with how far you have to be that chunks could be considered not loading anymore. There we go. Just for safety, considering everyone has so many creepers. Okay, so it did completely empty. I didn't realize it had. Well, I waited. I thought it was still going. So let me just use as many of these spruce planks as I need to for our house for the time being, and then I'll chop up some more later. Okay. Just use the spruce planks, then I'll chop up some more trees. I kind of have a tree farm going, essentially. Didn't imagine it would be a spruce tree farm, considering all the colored trees are spruce. But oh well. Speaking of colored trees, I do need to plant more. I do need to plant the rainbow eucalyptus tree for when I use it for the little cave over there. So once I figure out how I'm going to get over there, I think everything should be set. I think the ceiling of this might be a little bit too tall. Though it's gonna be filled in, so it's not gonna be that tall. Just the outside of it will be. Yeah, the outsider will figure out something else to do with this extra space that's there. it'll just have a high ceiling. Oh, well, actually ran out. Darn. Out. Wasn't planning on that happening, so now I have to make an axe. Okay. I was trying to just not make an axe and didn't think I'd have to use so much. The house is gonna be tall as my house. It's not even gonna have a second. It's gonna. Oh! Would it count as a second floor? Well, we have some more spruce planks, so problem solved. But I'm still gonna need an axe. That's not gonna get me out of this. I really missed the table. I think they're Tinker's construct. I think they were Tinker's. I really missed the crafting tables that held your stuff. That you could just put stuff down in and then walk away and then come back and then finish building what you were intending to build. It's not specifically just because it held your stuff. A neat little feature it had that you didn't realize half the time it had was if you put a chest next to it, it would open up the chest next to it, so you'd have your chest, you'd have what was in your chest beside the crafting table. You wouldn't have to just open one or the other and just have it on hand. You could just have it in the chest. Which made it really easy to craft some things. Look at our house, I realized that this is way too tall, and I'll have to shorten it down for the roof, but we'll figure it out. The roof will probably be at this height. Start here, or I'll mess around. I'll figure something out. Key point is I want the tower first. I'm gonna get the tower done first, and once the layout of the tower is done, then I can start to mess around with the roofing and such. Ta-da! We have the Rune of Air. It's starting nighttime. So Rune of Air, check. We can make the Rune of Earth. So I don't know how to make a coal block. How are we gonna make a block of coal? Is it the same thing as everything else? Let's see. Block of coal. Yep, same thing. And I think... Let me check and see if we have mushrooms. If we don't, then we'll have to just find them somewhere. Well, looks like we're gonna have to find them. Which isn't the worst thing. It's not something I'm too keen on, though. Let's actually grab these, plant some of these around so I can cut them down later. And we're also gonna have to mine more coal, apparently. Because I don't have a lot. Any coal I've gotten, I've either used it as torches or I've stuck it in the... I've stuck it in our furnaces. Because I've been using our furnaces a lot. Oh. Never mind. We have a whole extra stack of coal right here. Sweet. Alright. That's done. Let me replenish everything so it's 64, if I can. I'll get more coal when I go down the mine. Because I'm gonna have to go down the mine regardless. Just put this up here. We'll sort that later. Actually, I need to make some stone pickaxes since I'm going down. Obviously not too many, but just enough to at least get me where I need to go. So I'm going to need coal. I'm going to need to find more diamonds to make diamond armor so I can hopefully find ender pearls somewhere else. That way I don't have to wait for an enderman to just magically show up. Oh wait, I do need stone. Okay, so need stone. Do the mana steel and We'll do the mana steel and the mana powder later. I always like to do that last. And I'll also knock out the Rune of Fire. Isn't there a band that's called Earth, Wind, and Fire? Or there, like, was one? I don't remember. I think it was before my time, which is why I don't really remember it. Sorry for those of you who are fans of that band. I don't really remember them because they were before my time. It's doing this again. I'll fix it later. Key point right now is we gotta find mushrooms, which sometimes grow underground. And we have to find diamonds and grab obsidian. So remember, eucalyptus trees are gonna grow over here. Actually, looking at it, seeing if I don't have to just risk trying to get the winning lottery ticket here for mushrooms. We could use our little island here and then make our way over and then grab some mushrooms and head back. The only problem is it's in it's in the cypress forest. Which, no, they're not cypress. I'm pretty sure they're mango. They're actually mangrove trees. Either way, they're trees and water, and it's gonna be hell navigating through just to try to get the mushroom. So let's hopefully at least find one here, because it's the only one we need. I'd rather not cut down a big mushroom for 50 mushrooms. I'm also grabbing redstone while we're down here, because I know I can grab it easily in quick abundance, but I also feel like we're going to go through it a lot using Botania. We also might go through a lot of it in other things. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Just grab some more water. So I have ample enough room to not fall into lava and die. Because that's the worst case scenario. Well, I have a gravestone. So there's that. Getting to it's gonna be the hard part. Oh dear. Go to the safety spot. Here's the safety spot. I think this one block that doesn't have any water on it doesn't, like, counts, but then doesn't count. Look at the watch. I'm on the block, right? But I'm still getting pulled away. And I don't understand. It's literally making this a little harder than it needs to be. In the interest of finding diamonds, I think I'm going to start mining this way. Considering that's the lava lake, and that's going to be a while to cross. Like, I'm going to need to make a lot of... And it's going to end up making a lot of obsidian. It's either going to take a while to cross, or I'm just not going to do anything with it, so I just have, like, a large-ass source of lava without having to risk my life in the nether for it. Oh, we found a cave. No diamonds, but we found a cave. Interesting. It's a river that actually, like, flows around to the, that connects to the other, lava pool, so this is interesting. I'm just gonna take the safest route, fill the bucket with water, and then just obsidian it. I have a more than safe enough pathway to continue forward. Just not taking any chances. What is this? Runestone. Interesting. It's Forbidden Arcanus. Oh my god, there was diamond here the whole time? Well, we technically found diamond. Not in the way that I'd imagine. Alright, how much are we getting? Let's toss out something we don't need. Don't need that cobblestone. 2 diamonds. Cool, not enough to make armor from. There's so many red spawners around here that I'm not comfortable with. I'm gonna have to torch this place up later. Are they stuck? Do they not recognize obsidian? Haha, sucks for them. Oh, that's a creeper. That's what I get for taunting zombies. It's just suddenly creeper. Sounds like some, like, sitcom or show. Just, like, suddenly creeper. And there's just, like, cue the laugh track. I gotta say, I'm really lucky I have that cave system. And I picked, like, this place for my house, so the cave system's there. I didn't even know it was there. Like, you can't see it. Like, what you see here is what I see. So I just was like, this is a nice landscape. I'm gonna put my house here. Apparently it was the right decision. Okay, so we should technically have more than enough obsidian. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a... I'm going to expand the basement out. So that way we can... I'm going to expand the basement out so that way as we expand the basement, it'll have its own ender portal room and things won't just randomly wander in through the wander into the ender portal. I'll be in a safe location. And if anything wanders out of it, we'll be fine. I can just close it off in the basement. Okay. So I've essentially made it, we just need to light it. We don't have the flint and steel at the moment to do so. But we will. Yeah, we don't have the flint and steel to do so. We'll put a door here, I'll fix this up a bit. Make it look a lot nicer. Considering I had to expand it out, I realized it was off-center. It's gonna be off-center no matter where you look, but... I realized the reason how I made it wrong originally was because it wasn't exactly in the center of the room, so I had to move it over a block. Unfortunately, that's actually going to end up being all the time we have for this episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to check our Patreon down below in the description. For as little as $3 a month, you can help support our channel, it'll help us buy new equipment. Like right now, Combine needs a new needs the latest version of the software, editing software, so I can teach him how to edit videos so we can get more content out to you guys. Backlighting would also help because my face is kind of dark. It's not dark right now because it's raining, but then when it gets really sunny and it's getting more orange and as it starts to get into summer, it's gonna get the sun can only get brighter, and my face is gonna be overshadowed from this window, and there's not a lot I can do about it without backlighting. Anyway, as always, I'm 1SmolPot8o. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!